Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Binding of Isaac Repentance. For today, I'm gonna try to do Greedier mode with Tainted Lost. As you can see, it says better items, no mantle. You do get more holy cards. This is probably gonna take a number of attempts, is what my assumption is. So we're just gonna start with attempt 1, and I might just cut out all the failing attempts and just show the real one. I don't know what's gonna happen here, but either way, this will be the first attempt of perhaps many. The game didn't crash immediately, so that's already a good sign. We get a burning basement, which is not great. We get a lump of coal, which you could argue is a start. We also have a holy card, so we can at least we can use that, and then we can take exactly one hit, but then the holy card will have run out and we need to find ourselves a new one, and that is Akodama. I mean, you could argue it's a start. It's a bit rough on the edges, but it'll certainly do its best. We start off with 4.5 damage, which is honestly not too bad, and I'm guessing you can do the same thing as the Lost, where you can just press the button whenever and you just will get less money. Honestly, haven't tried too much. I've only recently done this once at all, and it took like 5 attempts to just get anywhere with it, so hoping today is going to be a little bit nicer, but I mean, the fact that it's a burning basement to start with does not help our chances, because they do have a tendency of just being a little bit meaner, but we shall see. I'd like to get devil deals because I'm the Lost and I can just get them for free effectively. Don't need to worry about my health situation, but I can only get one item out of them. But if we could just get like Brimstone, that would actually be lovely. I'd really like Brimstone for this because it does give you all the range you could possibly need. I'm gonna take it a little bit more seriously than I have the previous runs because it's just... This is the one character where I'm expecting to just get the most deaths out of every character in the game. Even with Jacob and Asau and all that, this one's harder. It just is. So I'm certainly concerned about how this run is gonna go, and how the runs with this character are going to go in general, because it can very easily just all fall apart instantly. You need to play so well with this character, and it's just very stressful. Fortunately, we did get a free key, so we can just at least buy an item if we so desire. I actually don't mind going for Stapler, just so we have some extra damage to start off with. But we'll see if we end up with enough damage. I'm a little tempted to press the button, but at the same time, I think with Akodama we can probably deal enough damage to him that he is at least mostly dead at the end of this here, but he does need to stop shooting me. He does need... Oh god, that's not good. That's not what you want to see. That is not what you want to see at all, because I have to stand right in front of this one. Because of that. Fortunately, we are in not like the biggest room. Okay, there we go. That's Monstro gone, at least. Okay. Fairly rough, but worked out. Hopefully this one's not too bad either. 2 times Lord of the Flies. It's not terrible, since we are killing flies in one shot. If we can just kill the first one as quickly as possible, then we can just focus on the second one after that. Pretty okay. Pretty okay in general. I'm just gonna clear out the room a little bit so we can then more easily focus on the remaining Fly Lord, or Duke. The Duke of Flies? It's probably the Duke of Flies. The Lord of Flies is the transformation. Don't worry about it. We're just gonna fight this boss and then move on. Alright, pretty good start, all things considered, just for the fact that we didn't die in the basement, so not too bad. I will actually take this, because that's just going to be active all the time. We could take the black hearts. Also, they patched Isaac again. The last run I did, I said you can actually see his health now. And they removed that little half a soul heart that was there just hanging out. So it's a little bit different now. Not a whole lot different, but it's a little bit different. Halo is, well, something. It's at least a little bit of tear rate, a little bit of speed, a little bit of everything, so... Not the worst thing in the world, it just doesn't give you that much, is really the main thing. That's some tier rate waiting for us as well. Free key again. I'll actually open this chest for a bomb and 3 coins, so we can actually just buy that. I'm just gonna take 4 keys in total. That should do us for the remainder of the run. Plum Flute's not terrible. Also, it's part of the Lord of the Flies, so that might be something worth going for. Let's just summon him immediately and just See if he can help us out a little bit. There are some skeletons hanging out here. Kind of want to be near the middle when the wave starts as well. Just because enemies have a tendency to spawn somewhere in the bottom as well, and it can be a little bit safer near the middle. Plum Flute's just active all the time, which is pretty great actually. And it did help us clear some of these waves out rather quickly, so that's good. We are at 7 out of 11, so that's looking pretty peachy. If we can just keep it on one wave at a time for as long as possible, that's obviously great. And 2 more waves to go, I think. Some of those enemies were inside each other somehow. There you go. We have Plum Flute for the bosses. We can hide over the rocks with these enemies, except for that one champion, because he does shoot tears, but everyone else fairly safe to deal with, so overall not the worst wave in the world. Alright, these 2 don't matter too much. I'm not going to use the Plum Flute on this because these just die anyway. So I don't need to worry about that too much, fortunately. And then we have a bigger version of the same enemy. Fair enough. That's okay. Gotta worry about the bombs a little bit, but other than that, we should be okay, for the most part at least. We can get a chain reaction going, that's wonderful. Gotta watch out for the mushrooms as well, because they can have that poison gas attack, as you saw there. And let's quickly get some tier 8, because I think that's just gonna end up being useful. Let's just use Plum Flute on that, because I don't want to deal with any of this. Hopefully the Plum Friend is going to deal a decent amount of damage to the enemies here at least. I want to get rid of these worms, because this one can't actually spawn those worms either, so getting rid of them does make the playing ground a little bit safer to deal with. So far so good. That's not great. That's not what you want to see. Although having Krampus' head wouldn't... We get a second lump of coal. I don't think this even does anything. You absolute bastard. Oh, that's so stupid. Alright, well, we did what we could. I was tempted to blow up the beggar. I'm not sure if there's one with coins in his eyes. No. Oh, that's just stupid. I didn't know you could get 2 lumps of coal in that fashion, but apparently you can. That's a new one. Well, fair enough, I suppose. I guess there's a chance that it couldn't have been Krampus' head, because it could just be filtered out by this character, but it is just a little annoying, isn't it? Book of the Dead. Not really anything, unfortunately. Not really as interesting as the Plum Flute. Neither of these are too interesting either. Another bomb, though. I'm gonna hope. No. I can't really go into the curse room, because then I'll lose the thing that I have. Ace of Diamonds. That's not bad, actually. I was kind of hoping to get a holy card after that by buying that, but unfortunately not. I guess Alabaster Box could be okay, just because you're not going to get soul hearts anyway, but at the same time you'd have to get a lot of soul hearts. Not loving how this is working out so far, but I want to get as many enemies as possible while also not being dead. Because I want to use that Ace of Diamonds to just get as much money as possible here. That will do. I don't want to risk with Brimstone. That's too much. That is way too much. It did drop a nickel though, so that's good. That is at least something. Still a little scary, obviously, but it is. It was at least kind of worthwhile. I might buy some cards actually at the end of this, because there wasn't really that many good things here, but I'd like another holy card. You theoretically do have higher odds of getting holy cards with this character. Unfortunately, that's theory, and in practice it's always going to feel a little bit unfair when actively trying to buy cards, but we'll see how it is. It is just another layer of safety that we'd have at that point, and that would just be really nice. Plus there are other good cards, of course, so maybe there's something good in there. If we can get an Ace of Diamonds, that would be wonderful. World. That's nothing. Sun. That's at least something. I'm gonna buy one more. Strength. 2 of clubs. Oh god. I already bombed that wall. On this floor as well? Yeah. Alright, so what I could do is try here. Use the 2 of clubs. Try here. Nah, fair enough. A bunch of red hearts. Good. I love secret rooms. Okay. Then we're gonna keep... I might use strength against the bosses and then use the sun card on the next floor or something like that. Strength. Don't hate that. Might have been worth to keep strength, honestly, for the actual boss fight in the end, but... I don't know anymore. I'm just scared. Luck up could be good if we get something that works with luck. Bloat's good. Always a good time. Always a good time. At least we have flight, so we don't need to worry about the creep, but still kinda rude to put bloat in my face like that. And we have that. That's not too bad. I'd rather just keep the charge on Little Plum and have it available for the next couple of waves. Double deal. It shouldn't be Krampus because we already found them. Soul of Judas and Yera. Yera's good. Soul of Judas would allow us the curse room, but yeah, it's not really worthwhile. Almost certainly not. I don't know if this is actually doing anything. I mean, it could... Oh, this is a tricky one, because obviously if I get a luck item, then this is really good. Like, Perfection's really good. But if I don't get a luck item, it's nothing. And this could technically be the missing poster, which would give me an extra life. But at the same time, it's like a 25% chance. So let's just go for Perfection and hope it works out, because I don't love those odds otherwise. Nope. I mean, as much fun as soy milk is, it's just not viable for this particular situation. Another ace of diamonds, really? That's lucky. More cards we can buy as well. 0 from that. Cool. I'll actually take this. Another luck up. That's not great. Brain worm isn't bad. It's not bad at all. I'm gonna buy it, and then maybe we'll figure that one out. That trinket's also not terrible either, but it's too late. Rerolled it. Big flies could be good. I might get the booster back. Ay. Oh god, that's not great. This kind of limits my movement a lot. It does limit my movement a lot. Let's just do 3 waves and then move on. I cannot play that too dangerously with that character, unfortunately. Brainworm's helping out a bit at least, so that's good. Because all those shots that I'm missing are just going directly towards the enemy now. And unfortunately, Perfection just wasn't doing anything. Which is a shame, because I'd love it if it did. This is going to take a little bit too long. Oh, I don't want these enemies here. This is too much. This is already a little bit more than I would like. Don't like you either, but it's the last wave, so at least we know what we have to deal with for the remainder of this particular run here. I'd really like to get that heart out of the way, because that is messing me up. That mask is in a bad place. There we go. And now we just need to watch out for the champion. Whew. Making it scary, but making it work. It's all good. Forgot about Yera. It's fine. Let's just do this. 0 holy cards. Cool. 2 of clubs, 2 of hearts, 2 of clubs again. Strength in the world. And once again, tempted to use strength. Yeah. I should keep strength, shouldn't I? Oh, God, I hate this. Strength would be so good, that's the thing, but at the same time, Yera is hard to say no to, because that's so much extra money. I guess so. I guess so. Just gonna hang out over here and hope I don't die. This is a little bit of a worrying boss fight to be doing with this character. It's just a little bit too much movement that you have to dodge. And combined with Carrying Queen, that's not too bad actually, because Carrying Queen's not gonna do anything. As long as I just stay over this hole, I should be good. Okay, that went surprisingly okay actually. It's actually spawning hearts now, which I should not... Yeah, Yara. But yeah, it's actually spawning hearts now, so we can damage him by destroying the hearts as well. It's all good. It's all good. It's just been really scary because I haven't gotten hit yet. I haven't gotten hit yet this run, and that concerns me. Because I'd love it if I could do a damageless run, but I don't feel very confident about it. That's Mom's heart. Okay, thank you, Little Plum. Very nice. Where are you going, though? I like it when you're around. I get a little scared when you're not. Ah, jeez. It's just a little bit too much, you know? Oh, God. Way too close. Tech. That's weird. Why is that here? I mean, I don't hate it. It's good. I don't have chaos, though, so I'm not really understanding why tech is in the devil deal of all things, but fine. Okay. I guess we're keeping strength. That's a damage up, isn't it? Yeah. I don't think I care enough about that, though. Do I not? Because actually, I don't hate it, actually. It's a little bit. It's at least a little bit, you know? Yeah, soy milk. It's a shame. Ooh, with brainworm as well. Actually, this is really good. I just need to not get hit ever. That's the only thing. Just need to not get hit by anything, and then we're good. If I can just do all my lost attempts in one attempt and then just be on my way, I can die happy. So that's good. Able. Tier 8? No. Unfortunately, my tier 8 was maxed already. This is all not great. I'm gonna look for the secret room a little bit. I'm gonna put a couple of coins in the reroll machine. Maybe we can get some safe. Also, I guess I should mention, I mean, this is alright, sort of. It's an extra life, and I think now that would respawn you as the Tainted loss as well, but I think I really just want to keep the brainworm. Because I think overall that's just going to be more worthwhile to keep. I'll get starter deck. I really want the thing. Okay, 2 of these, cool. At least they die quickly. This build is actually really strong now with brainworm as well. Tech was actually just so amazing. Wow. I didn't expect this to be this effective. But it is. Oh no. Okay, that's fine. That wasn't close at all. What are you talking about? Magician. Okay. 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 Look at this. Actually so powerful. Krampus again. Why don't you give me another lump of coal? I need it. 2 deaths. Are you serious? I don't like that at all. At least all the sides disappeared and he died very quickly. Ocular Rift is too scary. This could be okay. That's really all I can say here. It's at least part of Conjoin, because I think this will... I don't... Oh yeah, this worked. Cool. I guess I'll have to take that then. I'm not super happy about, but it'll have to do. Blow you up. Very worthwhile, apparently. Very nice. And we move on. Be very careful with these chests. That's so many keys that we no longer have any purpose for. So many bombs as well, actually. Well, I guess there's a purpose for that. Well, maybe not. Don't really need range at this stage. Alright. Okay, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. One more floor and then the boss. Yeah, it's all good, it's all good. Just gonna re-enter the room just to make sure there's no spiders that are coming to kill me. I really want another holy card. That's no good. 6 keys, that's disgusting. Jar of flies could be interesting. At least there's an item that's on sale. That's actually not too bad. D1. I kinda have to go for D1, don't I? I probably should have given him my money. Whoops. Yeah, because what I can do is drop that here. And then I'd like probably the magician to be there. This may seem weird, but I kind of like the idea of just having homing tears for this attempt. And I'm probably just gonna buy cards from that point on. Yeah. Okay. Use the magician. Loop. And then we just hope not to die. Ghosts aren't fun. They're not friends. Come on. Please open. I don't have time for this. Oh god. Don't like these waves. Magician's probably helping out a lot though. So that's good. Don't be mean. I cannot leave the room right now or I'll lose magician. So we're just gonna move on. That's fine. It's not great, if I'm being honest, because there's another one up top there. That was just the first one. Fortunately, the second one did not spawn in me. And then just the last one remains. 3 of them. Great. Just gonna try to play this sort of safe. One more. Cool. Okay. This list is a little late, but I'll take the quarter because it means we can buy lots of cards. Ace of Hearts. Temperance. Ace of Clubs. Oh, God. This is a good idea. Let's just quickly enter this room.
Ace of Clubs.
Ace of Clubs. Let's just get rid of this as well. The Chariot. Oh, not bad, actually. Empress. The Sun is also nothing. At this point, I can no longer choose to buy an item either. Judgment. The World. That's a trapdoor, isn't it? Yeah. Crawl space. Fine. I guess this is not terrible. Cool. Okay. I do not have money. I'll take Judgment. Put him next to this. Alright, cool. That's almost instant death looking at me right there. It's fine. I'm guessing Temperance is, yep, the same. Death, Sun, Empress, Magician. I'm gonna stick with Strength and Magician, I think. I don't really need the D1 anymore. Probably. So we're just gonna go like this. It's fine, it's all fine. I don't like that I didn't get another holy card at all after buying so many of them, but what can you do? Let's do our best here. I mean, that does become quite effective with all of that right there. Okay, let's do this. Don't love our options here, but it'll have to do. We do deal a lot of damage. Piercing damage as well. It's just that if he spawns those coins that just spin around, I'm fairly screwed. Plus this attack. I mean, we have a lot of homing. So that's pretty great. That's fine. Look at where those coins drop. One of them just landed on me. We're just going to quietly do this for a moment. Use the flies every now and then as well. Fine. Stop that. The homing is so powerful. Ah, come on. You absolute bastard. That was so mean. I got no defense. That sucks so bad. Ah, God. That's actually really disappointing. Like the one attack that I said I was hoping not to happen. It's the one that I don't know how to deal with any character, really. It's the only one I don't know how to avoid because it just feels too fast. So that's really unfortunate. I don't know if it even has shadows, actually, but it has always gotten me, I feel. I was so close to get to that second phase, and I think if we had reached the second phase, it would have been fine. Ah, God. I'm gonna have a glass of water, and then we're gonna do attempt 2. Alright, attempt 2. At least we are no longer getting a burning basement at the start. We are getting odd mushroom, which I'm just gonna take, even though it's probably not a great idea. Wooden cross. Now that's a start. That's actually amazing. If we can, we'd have to be able to buy it, obviously. But wooden cross would actually be so good just defensively. I would actually really love that. But I feel like I have to not use my holy card at the start, which means we're not going to have any defense until I have 3 coins. Which for a wave like this is fine. Because it's effectively nothing. There we go. 3 coins. It's kind of a waste of money, arguably. Like, it would have been a little better to just go through the remaining waves. If we could just get this wave over and over, I mean, that's fine. Because now we get a wave with no money, and that's obviously not great. But I think overall, the extra layer of safety here is just going to be worth it. Like, that's just so strong for this character. To have at least a holy mantle per floor, like, that's amazing. So, quite frankly, I'm going to say that's a start. That'll just have to do as a start. Our damage is pretty bad because of the odd mushroom. Which is actually, I guess, pretty bad with this character, because your starting damage is actually pretty good. I just had not considered that. So that's a little unfortunate. But we'll just have to make do. We are effectively just dealing the damage of another character now, so... like, it's not that much worse. It's just that we have really high tier 8 instead. And one could argue that one is better than the other. I'd argue damage is probably better than the tier 8 we have right now, just because there's a pretty good chance of getting tier 8. So I'm just going to call that a mistake. Because quite frankly, that's what it is. But we can still hopefully make this work. God, wooden cross. That's such a trinket as well. For every other character, it would be alright. But for this one, it's actually incredible. Just because you don't have that regular holy mantle to begin with. So I'm pretty happy about that. We could even go into curse rooms with this, thinking about it. Just because if we survive the floor without taking damage, we could just enter the curse room. That's not bad either. Oh. Well, obviously this is worse. So let's just... ah, free key. Very nice. That's going to be useful for the later floors for sure. This is a pretty good active item, actually, yeah. Not loving this, because this is going to take a while to kill, so we're going to get both bosses at the same time, unless I press the button, which I don't want to do, because that's actually too much money down the drain. I'm probably going to go for Devil Deals. I'm a little tempted to go for Angel Rooms. But at the same time, I don't know if it's worth. I think I'm safe above this rock, but it's not, like, great. Monstro is stopped entirely, which is nice. Because that's the thing he does. So I could just do this, which would eventually kill this boss. But the moment I go over the rock, then he just starts blasting again. I'm just gonna try to get this poop boss to be in the corner here with me, I think. Which should happen eventually. I mean, I could just do this. Barely didn't quite work out. Just gonna try to keep him in places like this so I can more safely do this. I will cheese as much as needed to fight this boss right here. I am safe above the rocks. The spiders I do not love. If I can just get Monstro in the corner there, that would actually be pretty great as well. Otherwise, I'm just gonna have to circle around them. And I think there's still a spider? Yeah, there is. That's not great, but it'll have to do. There we go. Not quite enough money, unfortunately, to do anything with. Like, if we could get Brimstone, then Devil Deals become really powerful. Unfortunately, if we don't get Brimstone... If we don't get Brimstone, then I feel like it's probably worse to go with Devil Deals, but I don't know. There are a lot of good Devil Deal items, but there's also Krampus. And that's just a non-room, effectively, for the most part, because I don't really want to get rid of the Book of Sins. It's actually going to give me a lot of consumables, I feel. These two bosses are not messing around, unfortunately. There we go. They're messing around a little bit now. I can appreciate that. A little bit of mess. There we go. One's dead. It's a tricky choice, because also the Angel Room will have things like Sacred Heart and stuff like that. And the other heart that's really nice. So there is like good stuff in there. I'm going to go into the Curse Room and die. Or... Now that's interesting. Because that could be good, but it could also just be nothing. And I don't like that idea very much. I'm gonna go with this. I think this is too worthwhile. 2 bombs, not bad, because there were a lot of coins in that one's eyes. A lot of money in there as well, not bad. We could get to 30 if we're lucky. I'd like to get this, because this could give me a good rune, but at the same time, it's not like it's going to make that much use. Don't really want to reroll. You absolute piece of garbage. This is soul-crushing. I mean... I might be able to get 2 coins from that shopkeeper. But I'd really like to have the D1. It does give you some options that you wouldn't ordinarily have. Come on, shopkeeper. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is maybe the start of a beautiful relationship here. I mean, obviously... the thing is, right? I can D1 holy cards. And that's amazing. That's actually so good. That is so much extra defense for this character. We need to actually get some damage at this point, but... Yeah, I think... I should not have taken the out mushroom. Already maxed out. But like that trinket and then also the holy card that's D1, like that's so good. Great chest. It's a little tricky to duplicate a great chest, unfortunately, in this room in particular, just because there's so many consumables. There's a red heart there that I can't do anything with, so using D1 here is probably not going to work out in my favor. I'm going to try it once. Yeah, I just got a red heart. Shouldn't have done that. It's fair enough, but yeah. Alright, we're killing poops in one hit again, so that's good. Oh, God. Worst enemy in the game. Might actually be one of the worst enemies in the game. At least early doors. Because they shoot so much. I'm just going to use D1 to make some more money right now, but it's nice to have the option later to turn it into something a little bit more worthwhile. If there's like 5 coins anywhere, that's obviously really good. If we can get a 24-hour energy pill, I guess, we win. But that one's not exactly guaranteed. The fact that we're probably not even going to get pills if we're being honest, but still, it's technically possible, I suppose. There are certainly some weird things we can do with the things that we currently have. I appreciate that. The fact that we have flight means we don't have to worry about creeps, so that's good. We have to worry about mushrooms exploding from time to time, but that's about it. Don't care about this. One of them is invisible. Quite invisible, in fact. The eye actually killed one of them, I think, so that's pretty good. 17 coins. Yeah. Let's just take this. Might re-roll a little bit here just to see if we can maybe get something interesting. Like, we don't need more T-rates. D20 could actually be interesting, but only in very specific circumstances. This could be good. And I'm gonna risk it. Because every single secret room could, in theory, not just be half a red heart. So I'm just gonna hope that works out. We got a pretty early doors as well, which is great. So that's looking okay. We should be able to get every single secret room as well, provided we never take damage, which is, I guess, not exactly guaranteed. I guess the whole thing about me trying to be safe as much as possible is because I'm probably gonna get a hit every now and then, and I want to avoid that. Oh god. Okay. That's a lot of flies, but we got rid of all the scary stuff for the most part. Trying to destroy mushrooms as much as possible so we can get that 24-hour energy and just win, but again, that's not exactly guaranteed. Let's kill these first, because I think this champion cannot spawn these. I say hesitantly. Not sure if that's correct. Did you eat that worm? Kind of made the eating sound just now. Yeah, this one summons those weird things. So it's good to get these worms out of the way then, so it at least makes it a little bit safer. These things will just die on their own almost, because we got a really cool eyeball that's just bouncing around and destroying everything. Sort of. It's occasionally dealing an amount of damage, which is the equivalent of destroying everything. This is a brimstone attack, and this one's Glyph of Balance, which I assume just doesn't really do much of anything, so I'm actually just going to take this. And then we'll just nicely clear out this. We got this one again. This chest worries me a little. So what we're going to do is open that. Re-enter. And then we'll just take these two chests. Very cool. Homing troll bomb. A lot of bombs. Which could still be okay, actually, given that these occasionally have coins inside them. Very nice. Nearly bought something that I don't particularly need. But the fact that we got, like, at least a form of brimstone is kind of nice for our range, at least. So hopefully that's going to work out. It's a start. We got 2 keys. We can go in here. That's Eve's Mascara, which actually makes some of our choices a bit more reasonable. I'm going to take this and hope. Tears down, interestingly enough. Which I didn't think was going to happen with Odd Mush, but fair enough. Blue map. I mean, it's not going to do anything, really, but I'd like to have it just so we can buy the next item that's on sale. This, for instance, could be interesting. Black hole. I mean, I'll take it just to see what the next item is. Birthright. Grants an extra life that revives Tainted lost in the same room. I read extra life and in the same room, and quite frankly, it's good. That's good enough. Nice. Yeah, that's working out. That's good. This is at least some amount of offense that we got going on here, along with our massive amounts of defense. Oh god. Right. Let me just carefully do all this. There we go. Oh god. That was a mess. Took a minute. We got it done though. That's why we got all that defense, in case something like that happens. Oh god, no! Please stop this nonsense. Oh god. This floor is a nightmare. Let's just try to clear this out and then just calmly fix it. Okay, that was fine. That was good. That was a good time for everyone involved, especially me. Okay. Calm down. That's why we got the D1. That was not fun. I'm gonna take this. Because I think it's gonna work out with Brimstone. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do just fine. That's perfection. Definitely not as good as what I currently have, I'd say. Really just wanting to get as far away from that boss as possible. Yeah, I think that was a good choice. This is a lot of damage that we're dealing here. So that's good. Oh yeah, I definitely shouldn't take Little Baggy because then that's just gonna be a real big mess. Buddy in a box. Mr. Me. Actually, if we get a Devil Deal now, that's tempting, but that's really the only instance where it would be, so maybe not. That's a pretty good start to the fight. Occasionally the buddy in a box is making those big hands appear, so that's also good. Another Angel Rune. Happy I didn't buy Mr. Me. That's Godhead. And a sword, but maybe not. So we haven't seen Godhead in a bit. Or if ever on this channel at least, but those little auras are pretty good. Apparently not as good as it used to be, but because it's no longer based on your actual damage, but it's just it's still quite strong, I believe, just not as powerful as it once was. There we go. I could go for the secret room. I could go for the spiked chest. I'm gonna go for the spiked chest. Even though the cursor might technically be better, I'm spooked. I'm spooked by it, and I wish not to entertain the thought. So we shall instead just leave. I mean, we really need to find more ways to find that secret room. That could be good if we get tier 8, yeah. And another key. Surprisingly enough. So the secret room is right there because we bought that blue map. Next one, yeah, I should open this. Ooh, 10 coins. It almost makes it worthwhile to use that D1 on this room if it wasn't for the pill, the heart, and the key. Yeah. Okay. I mean, this is tier 8, which is tempting at this stage. Might be able to get that cheaper, but nah. Oh, it didn't actually increase my tier 8. Okay, that was a waste of money is what that was. If we could hold 2 trinkets, this would actually be alright. How effective is this? I'm actually just curious. It gives me, yeah, 20%. Yeah, that does make my tiers real big. What we're gonna do is we're gonna drop all this, because that's pretty good. Then we're just gonna try not to die. I'd love to get homing, actually. That would actually be really good. We get a little bit of homing right now with that brimstone, I guess, but I'd like a little bit more homing. Very good. Like, these tiers are dealing damage. A lot of damage. Come on, you bastards. Please open up at some point in your life, jeez. Okay, a little bit too close there, friend. We're good, we're good. We're on the final wave. Everything's fine. I'm going to duplicate my holy card exactly once. Just leave that on the floor there. Okay. Ooh, that killed him. Pretty good damage, as it turns out. There's another one. There's 3 of them. But we are actually quite strong right now. That's okay. That's okay indeed. Finally, Mom's heart. If you've seen attempt 1, which I don't know if it's in this video, then You know, I've already fought this boss today. That's a devil deal. Wow. It's trash. Alright, fine. Look at this vibrant bulb compared to the... I feel like it would be worse. But almost certainly, yeah? It's gone now. Spin down dice could actually be amazing, but I'm not sure what spins down into what here. Because with spin down dice, you can get items that you couldn't ordinarily get as this character as well, and that would obviously be really good. But I don't want to look things up right now. I'm just not feeling too into that idea. Range up, I actually don't hate. Neither do I hate that. Neither that actually. So. We'll just go like this. We can go into our cursed room if we want, because there is still a holy card waiting for us here. Black rune. I don't remember if there's a pedestal anywhere. No, there's not. That's a shame.
Holy card.
Because the pedestal would have made that perhaps interesting, because then at least it would have been a stat up, but not necessary. Very happy Isaac playing with a horse. Curse the blind. Do I risk that? Yeah. Eye drops. Only with one eye, but still. Pinking shears. No. We're gonna stick with this, I think. I'm just gonna drop one of these over here. Hold the other one. I think if I can just have a whole bunch of holy cards in the room where we fight the boss at the end. I don't really care what happens at that point, if I'm being honest. At that point, I'm fairly happy. Provided we, of course, win the fight afterwards, but... I don't think I like these secret rooms very much, I'm starting to realize. Also, I probably should have opened that with the bomb that I just used, but yeah. Range up. A lot of range up. If there's an alabaster box here, then we could more or less just open it, so that's interesting. We are getting to the scary waves now. Also, we opened a sack by accident. Doesn't really matter in the end of the day, admittedly, but still it's a little scary because there can be troll bombs in there. Mostly just looking out for those laser shooting enemies, but these are also a pretty good second place in terms of danger. Let's just deal with those. Oh, that was it. Went surprisingly okay, actually. Cool. Deal with that one first. And the other one is more or less the same. This is alright. This was an alright floor. We're not through it yet, but making decent progress. I don't like this very much, but I'll have to do. There we go. Another devil deal. God knows what it is. Not sure if that can be cursed eyes. I'm scared. Nah. Let's just not risk anymore. I kind of like how this run is going right now, and I wouldn't mind not destroying it. Let's just leave this place. It's filled to the brim with danger and nastiness. I don't like it. Please stop giving me Curse of the Blind in greed mode of all things. It is quite frankly not okay. Sun card. We could just go. We could just skip this entire floor and just go for it. And honestly, I don't hate the idea. But I probably should try to make the most out of this. The D6 is tempting, but just too expensive at this point. So I'm gonna take a damage up instead and re-roll it. Tarot Cloth. Does that do anything with Holy Card? We're gonna find out. Probably not, though. Judgment. Pretty sure that's just bad. Sun Card. Doesn't seem to do anything with Tarot Cloth, so that's not too cool. That's... That's worthwhile. That's too good. That's actually, that battery right there is actually too powerful to leave. That's a shame. I was kind of hoping not to do this. Also, I did it a little bit poorly, one could argue, because I didn't duplicate my holy cards at all. But that's on me. Just means that we can't use one for a minute. I meant to charge my brimstone attack and failed a little bit. Everything's falling apart, but not like a whole lot. Jumping friends. Telekinesis friends. It's all fine. Last wave. We're good. Yeah, okay. Because this means we're just gonna have so many holy cards. And what we're gonna do is just duplicate them at this point, because why not? Because this should make 2, yeah. I just used one by accident. I am panicking a lot right now. As you might be able to tell. And that's never great, but that's the way it is. That one just spawned a red poop right in the middle of those coins. Very cool. This boss dies more or less instantly to Godhead, so that's cool as well. Another Devil Deal. Don't care that much about Little Horn, but the flies could be good. Is this conjoined? No. I thought I had a second friend, but I guess I don't. There we go. Let's just eat that. And then we are just going to be on our way. Second chance at Greed, the boss. Not just the mode. Come on. Nice. Okay, so immediately drop the card, duplicate as many times as possible. And then we're good to go. This is a little unnecessary, perhaps. Alright. Now we just need to not be dead at the end of this fight. It's the only thing we have to do, just not be dead at the end of this. And then we're good. We have a lot more safety this time around. But there is still the whole, what if he uses an attack where a coin just drops on your head, you know? Or just accidentally get hit by something else. I guess there's technically the possibility that I just mess up. That is technically still an option. I'd love to have piercing tears with this. That'd be lovely, but it is what it is. Cannot help it, unfortunately. Don't like any of this, but we'll just keep moving on. Don't mind my choice of angel rooms, at least. Well, that's good. You are throwing my holy cards all across the room, which is actually not too terrible. I'm just gonna leave this attack alone, I think, because I'm scared of it. Homing tears would have been really nice as well, but only so much you can get in a run. But he's not doing his worst attack, so I can appreciate that much at least. Alright, phase 1 done. I'm not loving my positioning here. I'm actually just gonna... Oh no. Whew. Hoping he's going to be playing nice today. We're occasionally getting euthanasia tears, I think, from the buddy in a box. And we're just going to play it nice in the corner. Hope the rocks are going to play nice today. Okay. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We unlocked the Fool. We have so many holy cards and didn't need to use any of them. We have our first bit of Tainted Lost progress. And it took 2 attempts this time. So, honestly, I might as well just keep both attempts in this video, I suppose. But, jeez. the first run, we didn't get any defense at all, really, except for the like one holy card that we got. This time we got such an overabundance of defense that it didn't even matter in the end. But this is ideal. This is the kind of stuff you really want to have for this character. Just fill an entire room with holy cards. So even if you take damage, you at least have some defense. You know, we even had the extra life from Birthright, which we didn't even get to show off. And quite frankly, maybe in a later video. Part of me is scared that if I die now that I'll just be dead. I already undid the unlock. I suppose, you know what? I can't even die anymore because I have a Holy Mantle right now. And I only have one bomb, so unfortunately I don't even have that option. Because unfortunately the fight went too good. Oh my goodness. Okay, well then. That went better than I ever could have imagined. It went better than when I wasn't recording it somehow, so quite frankly, that is incredible. But it also means we now have progress, at least some progress, on every single Tainted character in the game. So, you know, kind of destroys the hopelessness that is still left in front of us right now, and I, for one, am very happy about that. It means that if we can beat one thing, we can beat everything else, is kind of the hope right now. And I hope that one's true. But we'll see when we get to the more difficult stuff, I suppose. Either way, hope you all enjoyed it. Next time we play, we'll be doing another run with a different character. And I hope to see y'all there. Bye-bye.